Hi, I'm Jaded, and welcome to another episode of What I Learned in Korean School is WILIKSI. In the last episode, we went over the Korean alphabet, Hangul, and its pronunciation, and I gave you a long list of commonly heard phrases and words. So as you're watching Korean dramas or listening to Korean music or even hearing Korean being spoken around you, you can start to pick up on these words and phrases right away. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about some very specific need-to-know vocabulary, and I'm also going to be talking about subjects of a sentence, such as I, you, he, she, and using titles, as well as using she and 님, and how to make people nouns plural. I'm also going to talk about how to say this, that, and that over there, as well as here, there, and over there. 준비됐어요? Hangul. Hangul is the Korean alphabet. 저는 한글을 배우고 있어요. 저는 한글을 배웠어요. 한국. 한국 means Korea. 한국 사람이에요? You could differentiate between North and South Korea by saying 남한 for South Korea and 북한 for North Korea. But South Koreans usually just say 한국 to refer to South Korea or Korea as a whole. 언어. 언어 means language. 한국어. 한국어 means Korean language. 영국 means England, and 영어 means English language. 미국 is the United States. So somebody from the United States would say 저는 미국 사람이에요. These words and similar vocabulary will be on my Tinycards page in the deck called Korean Language and Countries. I'll link it down below. Subjects are something that is often omitted in conversational Korean, but when subjects are used, it's helpful to be able to recognize them and understand what they mean. There are multiple words meaning I, and I won't go into all the detail about levels of formality or subject markers. That'll be in later lessons. But depending on those factors, I can be said as 나, 나는, 난, 내가, 저, 저는, 전, 제가. And to say me, 나, 나를, 날, 저, 저를, 저. And the ways to say you are 너, 너는, 넌, 네가, 당신, 그대. Now keep in mind that all of the different ways to say you wouldn't say any of these usually in conversational Korean. A lot of them would come off as sounding rude. The way that you would address somebody would be to use their name or title or just omit the subject altogether, which is very common in conversational Korean. For instance, instead of saying 너 괜찮아? Which would be fine to say if you're friends with that person, you could just say 괜찮아? Or instead of saying 난 널 사랑해, you could just say 사랑해. In that sentence, the subject and the object of the sentence are both omitted, because through context, the person would know who the subject is and who the object is. It's also the same way when saying he and she, 그, 그녀. It's unnatural to say those in spoken Korean. They're very generalized terms. Instead, you would say the person's name, their title, or some other pronoun that's more specific to who you're talking about, such as 걔, which is a shortened version of 그 아이, that kid, or 아저씨, 아줌마, 아가씨. Also, I think it's important to point out here that with Korean traditional names, they'll have 3 syllables, and the first syllable will be like their surname, and you always say the surname first. For example, Kim Ubin. Kim is like the surname, and Ubin is like his first and middle name, so you would either say Kim Ubin 씨, Kim Ubin, or ubin if you're family or a close friend. But usually you would hear something like Kim Ubin shi. And she at the end is similar to saying Mr., Mrs., Miss in English. And at the end of professions and family titles, you would attach 님, which is a title of respect. So, for instance, 선생님, teacher, 부장님, which is what you would call your boss, 기사님, driver, 부모님, parents. So to review, 시 is attached to names and 님 is attached to titles. Another important pronoun to know would be 우리, which means we or us. 우리 집. There's also a way to make people nouns plural, and you do that by adding 들 at the end. So to say they or them, you would say 그들 if it's a group of boys or boys and girls, or 그녀들 if it's a group of all girls. But like using he and she and you, that's often a subject that's omitted, or other pronouns are used instead, like a group of students, you would say 학생들, or a group of people, you would say 사람들. Another point to mention here would be using 그 to refer to a subject in the previous sentence when you're having a conversation. So, for example, 이윤아 학생이 진짜 예쁘네요. 또한 그 학생이 아주 똑똑해요. So, 이윤아 학생이 is the name in the title. She's really pretty. And that 학생이, that student that we were referring to before in the previous sentence, is also very smart. 이윤아 학생이 진짜 예쁘네요. 또한 그 학생이 아주 똑똑해요. Alright, now I'm going to be talking about this, that, and that over there. 이, 그, 저. And here, there, and over there. 여기, 거기, 저기. These are important words to know because they're used a ton. And 이, 그, and 저 are used in combination with other words to make new words. For instance, 이것, 그것, 저것, which means this thing, and that thing over there. Or you will hear 이거, 그거, 저거, or 이게, 그게, 저게. Depending on the location of what you're talking about, obviously, is what word you're going to be using. So, 이 for this would be something right next to you, something really close, something in your hand maybe. And 그 would be something next to the other person, the person you're talking to. So this would be an item near you, 이, and that would be an item near the other person, 그, and 저 would be an item farther away, or person, something farther away. 저. Same thing with 여기, 거기, 저기, here, there, that over there. So here would be where you are, 거기 would be where the other person is, 저기 would be somewhere farther away. Another example for words that use 이, 그, and 저 would be 이적, 그적, 저적. This way, and that way over there. 이 편, 그 편, 저 편. This side, that side over there. Another set of words that use 이, 그, and 저 would be 이러다, 그러다, 저러다, but you'll most likely hear them as 이렇게, 그렇게, and 저렇게. 이렇게 is very commonly heard. It'll be translated as like this, 이렇게, like this. And for 그러다, you'll commonly hear it as 그러게, 그럼요, 그렇지만, 그래, 그치, 그렇지, 그러면, 그러니까요. Now all of these are different conjugations or forms of the adjective 그러다, which means to be like that. Now, I'm not going to get into adjectives and verbs in this lesson, but I felt like I should at least introduce you to the concept very briefly here. And 이러다, 그러다, and 저러다 I think is a good place to start because it goes along with the same concept as 이, 구, and 저. This, that, and that over there. Alright, so the Tinycard decks that are relevant for this episode are Korean language and countries and Korean titles, and also the ones from the first episode. If you haven't gotten the Hangul down, then Korean Hangul and pronunciation, and also Korean greetings and polite phrases, Korean yes, no, and other short responses, and Korean useful commands. Those are all from the previous episode. Links will be down in the description. And that's all for now. 봐주셔서 감사합니다. 다시 볼게요.